welcome to Summon Tools. We got our engine up and we've been spray the greaser and have a good wash and make sure it's nice and clean. So after we pull the engine out apart, and then we're going to paint the engine block in different color. And this one will be very colorful main engine. And I roughen this one and I paint the engine bay in gold. I got gold. And for the moment now, I'm gonna open up all this one. Just see all the rubber here, it going up. And I buy some good silicone, so I make sure I stick them all together. When it's hard, it stay there forever. And even in the solid engine mount there, I do the same way. So I do them all first before. See this one? I do all this one first. Make sure it go hard and stay there forever. And here it does. I find out I buy this one from the glue. You can buy this glue from Bunning, cheap one, or you can buy Flexi. Fill up all the holes here, fill all up, and when it took about 3 or 4 weeks to dry, when it dry, it's super hard and make you have a very solid rubbers and last you longer. Okay, that's what I would do. Put all the silicone, fill all up, because I try to keep this strength and stronger. And when I put the engine with turbo, and I don't worry about the breaking the engine valve, I'll buy the new one or making unbreakable one. It's not worth it, so I better do this way and save me money, and it worked very well. Trust me, it worked very well. Okay, just filled up all the silicone and then run it all in, fill up all here. See, even all here, and turn the other side, do exactly the same, and do every single one of them inside the car, and do exactly the same way what I do here. That's why I buy 2 bottles. When it go hard, trust me, you will love it. You will see my genius ideas is very good. Okay, that's what I would do if you have some very strong car and powerful or rocking a lot. So you better do this before you get very disappointed. Okay, over here you make sure fill all in the gap, gotta be full. Okay, all this little gap gotta be full. You can clean the degreaser through before you do it, or blow all the dust out before you do it. See, I just put on the other side and they came through here. You see, good. I say nothing. Okay, do this to all of them. Don't be shy, you will love it. You will have your very strong engine mouth, unbreakable, turn out really good, give you good reliable driving. This is what I would do. Okay, to all of them, and this one in the car, just leave it there and make sure fill up all with the silicone. And after you will see my result, you will love it, because when we put the new engine on, you know, the turbo engine, you don't know, you know, when you buy all this setup engine mount is very expensive, so keep it there for a few weeks. When it's super dry and it's super hot. Okay, now we come and take up the gearbox and put on the stand and we strip the engine out. Get this bolt from the K24A3, cut and short and welding and make it go in there. So I'm making adapter oil for the turbo before I know which way I go first. The oil will come out that way for reduce the heat. Engine and the output for the turbo oil here. Nothing wrong about that. So now ready to strip the engine out. Engine bay paint in gold because I want the car look like gold car. And now we're gonna put it down and we will take up the exhaust. 2 more number 14 here and the gearbox will be out. What I do, I lower it down and when I take out the 2 bolts, the gearbox separately out, and then I can jack it up and put on the hoist, and then we can do the engine. And you will get everything out. Okay, take this one off, put it along here, and then all this will be up and we'll be free. Okay, the clutch out and we put on the stand. The clutch is still super good. This one has the I can say the clutch too, but it looks like burn. It's really bad. It sounds terrible. put all the bolt for this one back here. So after when we put back the new one, we may need the spring washer going here. This one doesn't have the spring washer, and the Loctite, we need to put them on. This one look not really good because it have no spigot bearing. For this one go in here. See, I don't know where is the spigot bearing. The clutch look like driving and burn. Still look alright, but it look like it's burn. See, burn here, and the noise. Anyway, put it there. See, we do the facing, clean the disc again. Now we put on the floor a little bit, so make sure we have some reinforced very strong on the floor like this. It stays still, and we gotta undo this one. This is very shallow bolts and screw bolts, so make sure it's go 100%. Shoot it out. Hold it there very carefully. One little kink, you can't get it out. See, really need to take all out. So, good, that's it. Put it here, this one here, and the sandwich here. Don't forget, keep this one right there all the time. Gearbox out, and we put our engine stand on. And now we're gonna put them on, and then put it on and put this one away, and then we strip the engine out. We might need to get up a little bit, just because too lazy, okay? Just because too lazy, that's all. When we got too lazy, you get a lot of trouble. But if you're not lazy, you get everything correct. Okay, put it down. Okay, we for time being, we gotta put our stand away. If you're not sure, before you move the remove the distributor, and here is the timing mark. It's already set for original car, and if you want to keep the same, very easy. Just get some of this one, make a little mark there before you remove the bolt, and then you must know what to do next when you put it back. So make sure you put it in the right timing mark, and they give you the engine run like original, because I already writing the engine number here, number 3. Go in number 3 engine, go in number 3, number 4 here. It's got number 4, number 1 go here. See number 1 on the top here. Okay, and then we can disable this one if you wish, and put them on away. And when you take it out, put it in the car, and just put it back exactly like where this one is. Okay, but take this one off first, and then hold on. We want to make sure, get the timing mark on that one and this one before we remove this one, if you're not sure. Okay, now we take up the manifold, intake manifold. Every time we con the engine, please make sure buy a new thermostat. And now we take up this side, alternator. Oh, this one really came up, and this side came up. Very big air breather, this one. So now alternator and all the brackets for that. See, or dry belt, just in case we're gonna match and get the right belt for it. This side's out, the brackets out. We paint all the brackets in red. And number 14, the exhaust out. We don't keep this one. We keep the oxygen sensor, but we will keep this part so we can welding and make the manifold come out from here to there, 3 centimeter from here. Some inspection for the exhaust, how the engine behaves. Actually, the engine goes still very good. I don't mind, you know, still very good. That's it. The galvanized pipe that I'm gonna use for this one to make the outlet intercooler. You see, it will go in here, and it will come out, and making a manifold come into one, all in one. And the turbo will be on this side, so we will run this one go over this way. Anyway, sooner or later we have to make it go in, but we try to keep the original oxygen sensor, but we failed to take it out. It's so hard, and I think this one dead. That's why they give the oxygen the engine lights on. So anyway, easy. Just go online and eBay, order any one wire oxygen sensor and put on, and it should work the same. It should work the same. This is the outlet that we will replace. We may just need to cut this bracket as close as we can because we are using brackets just for the bolt. So we cut meow, meow, meow. Okay, we need 4 of this one. Intake manifold is super easy now. You just get number 12, take all the bolts out and bring this one, the whole lot come out together. And all we have to do is disconnect some of these holes to make the way for these holes go out, and we'll be right here. The hose. Any car, the fuel line system is have the fuel regulator here, so very careful next time when you put back, make sure it no leak, because if it leak, they don't suck the air in and they don't work, and you have a problem with start the engine and a misfire and your engine go very bad. So very careful when you put it back and make sure it's super tight and no leak on the air. Now we take out and you can see the number 12 there. Or we just sneak away so you can see your tools in here. Yep, just sneak away this one. See, sneak away. Now I can put my tools on, go over here and over here, and 12 will be last one to come out, the intake manifold. What's wrong with this? Beautiful. Only one thing they make I don't like is this one. If I have a big copper pipe, I can make one of the copper pipe here, and it will last forever. So be careful with this one, huh? It can be broken anytime. Now this come out this way. Okay, and we can paint them in different color. Just put the bolt where it's go in, which one go which, because we don't want to mix up the bolts and get the wrong size to go in. Leave it there. Okay, we are one more to go, 17. All done with that. Now we're gonna take up this part and get the line on this one. So we take up the distributor first, and then we line up number 1 engine. For basically everyone have the same car, and if they're not sure about the timing mark, is there. We got our timing mark there, and one on top there. This on number one engine, and it should be, see, the piston up all the way with the slats here, all the way. And here is the way of the cam sitting. The cam sitting up like this, okay? And here they should go, because this is number 1 engine here. So number 1 engine right here, and the gap of the number 1 engine is right here. See, they go up right one here. So that's what you need to know. And for your timing, for your mark, this should be how it goes for number 1 engine up there, and the timing mark is there. Now you can remove, and this one, it don't have the mark, so it's not sure which way go, but that's how it should be. And when you put back, it should be original like this. Okay, see, number 1 up all the way, and number 1 engine here. That's basic for anyone who first time do this car. Super easy. Before we take up the belt, here the timing mark for this one. See this groovy, go down to this groovy. That means on the desktop center where the piston goes. Okay, now we can slowly take up this one and take up this one, the water pump, and strip everything out. See how this is what I make. I have to using a K24 oil filter. The puller tensioner, or here, when you put the water pump in, make sure you turn, make sure it's harder. So make sure put some pressure. This is sometime when you got the timing belt jump. Back in the day, the Holden Camera, Camera, I think, have the same engine and always have a problem with the timing belt. So this is the tensioner. Lose some of them out and push until this one go down, or this one go back up more, and it will give you tension on this one. This is the tensioner for the dry belt, okay? And if you want more secure, you can leave it like that and have an extra, cut this off, put another pulleys, that's the belt, to pulley belt, dry belt outside, that put a little bit force on here and go in here. Whatever you want to do, up to you. This is how the water pump works for the tensioner for the part timing. See, when you turn, see they go down like this. That means they put the belt put out. That means they bring the belt out further, so make it stronger. And see this one go back in smaller. See, they go in smaller. You see, go in shorter, and they bring it out bigger. So this is the tensioner for the belt too. Rust sometimes, so get the WD-40 and put it on. Go. Sometimes come out easy for you, sometimes not. Okay. There, see. And remember, this cover go in first before install this one. You take up all the bolts, and this part of the half part of this one will come out together with the camshaft, and the header stays safe in there. So we bought a new kit of this one. We don't care. We can throw away this one, make it look shit. See, and we go in for cleaning up, washing up, and we don't worry about touching that cam. Say, okay, don't worry about the cams. And be careful, this button on the top here, take it up one by one. See, and inside here the solid cam. So this one, the button, and this one, don't lose it. And this one, the solid one, you can pull it out too if you want. Okay, don't lose it, because this one very rarely any of this car been repaired or have to be replaced, because they never ever broken any of this one. That one good thing about the Nissan on the rocker cover, on the valve stem, what called the rocker arm, is one of the best one. The rocker arm never folded, so I put them all in somewhere here, because we're gonna put in the petrol. We're gonna put in petrol and make it nice and clean and making look really good to make the car go faster. So this one you can pull it out if you wish. Okay, like that. So now we can inspection the head, the piston. See the head. We may bring the head for face the head again. We have to make sure we face the head. And oh, the valve not bad. So this one got a bit of water on this engine. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, got a bit of water leaking on this engine. Number 2, you see the water in there. So that means engine number 2 was not that great. Yeah, it have a little bit of head gasket problem, because there you can see wet water in here. So that's why even the head gasket was that many old. It's all right. Simon can do anything. Okay, now we turn around and take up the oil sump. And checking this one, and here is the oil sump. The last one have to go out. Very simple, this car, I love it. Very important, see the key rings, the key button here. Knock it out, and you have to remember, put it back to it's holding the timing change, timing belt. On each one, remember 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one have to go here with the rear main seal. That's it. Number 17, knock them all out. I am happy to do turbo for this car now, because it makes standard timing, you know, the conrod bearing, the conrods very strong. It's very strong here, I can see. So it's good, so I don't worry about I blow up the engine. So now we can take up each conrod one by one, number 13, and you will see that what I'm talking about here. This one they reinforce this one very strong, so don't worry about this bottom end go broken. Okay, this one very strong bottom end, actually not bad. I say strong because it's using the number 14 for undo the conrod bolt. Is the first car I seen is this one using the number 14 for the main crank bolts. It's super strong, so that we don't worry about bottom end. Very good news. On the piston, so make sure when you take off the piston, you make the mark on this one for me. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. So this is, I know this is engine number 2, and it goes this way. All the 4 piston out, and we don't worry about no more. So we got this one, see we got number 1, So we stay here when we insert the car. So got to be remember 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all standard bowl, I believe. This one pulled up, okay? This one pull up. Here's a flat screwdriver. Here a minute. See, come up. Oh, it's hard. Get a flat screwdriver. I do a bit of sand on there. Make sure it's nice and smooth. And before we painting, okay? Nothing wrong with this. You get the fine one, the fine sand disc. And it will get all the little grooves that are not evenly inside. See, make it all the grooves come out, because you see the eights here, not very leveling. So we do it the best you can, okay? Often. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching Simon 2. This is how Simon fully stripped the 18 LA engine. See you in next video when we pack everything together.